Mike Weber last week had a couple of days when he wasn't doing anything, so he built it. And I know what an effort that had to be to even convince yourself that you could bring that in here, and I appreciate it. Mike, why don't you come up and tell us about this project?
Well, I think most of you know that I am a member of the American Society of Period Furniture Makers. We build and replicate period furniture. I've always loved period furniture. And in 1983, my Fine Woodworking magazine came. Volume number 42, which is one of the early ones. And in there was the plans for this small highboy. Most highboys are huge pieces of furniture. They were built in 17th century or 18th century, this one in 1769. But they were built for big homes, and they were massive pieces of furniture. They don't fit so well in my tri-level. So when I saw this, I thought, this will work good in my house. So I decided to build it. I had come across, well, that was in '83. I thought someday I'm going to build that. Well, in 2000, I think in 2009, I was fortunate to come across a couple of truckloads of figured maple. I bought the whole batch of it. I had this figured maple, so I thought, I'll make this highboy out of maple. The original was made out of mahogany. But I had the maple, I loved the maple, so I decided to make it out of that, which I did. As I said, the original was built in 1769, and unfortunately the maker is unknown. I don't know for sure who didn't make it. It's constructed primarily of figured maple. The secondary wood is all poplar. The original would have been probably pine, but I'm not sure what the original one was. I tried to build it as close to the original one as I possibly could. Like I say, it's maple instead of mahogany. The finish on it is it's an aniline dye, early American maple mahogany or aniline dye. Then tung oil, then shellac, of course, and then oil-based varnish, which is what would have been used then. You would have used a varnish. This is a Pratt & Lambert number 38, I believe it's the number of. The brasses came from Horton Brass. I have their catalogs up here if anybody would like to look through their catalogs to see the kind of brasses that they do offer. They had one that was very, very similar to the original. As far as the building, I started with making the legs. And then everything else went together from the legs. There are a lot of neat little features about it. I don't know if anybody has looked at the cock beading on the bottom, the cock beaded drawers. They're all cock beaded. This was a fun part of it. Those all had to be steam bent. Don't know what else we need to talk about, other than I'll just answer questions if anybody has questions about it. Russell?
Before the class, you talked about the hardware, to give folks some idea what the hardware cost. Just a little.
Well, Horton Brass, this is their catalog, but Horton Brass is very expensive, and to replicate that, I've got, I don't know, over $200 worth just in brasses. So, period brass is expensive.
Is it a
Rick?
two-piece?
Does anybody know why they added the cock beating instead of just beating the wood? Why did-
Well, that's just another way of doing it. Some is done, some were done that way. But you're talking about instead of adding it as a separate piece,
Yeah,
I don't know, some builders would have probably cut their own bead. I know I have a scratch stock that I can do beading with, and I could have beaded that, but the original wasn't, so on this one.
which is easier?
Oh, probably scratch stock. That probably would be easier. That was pretty involved. I had to steam and bend all of those little pieces. Those are pretty small pieces.
How long did it take you?
Well, I built the piece in about a week, and it took me about a week to finish it. So about 2 weeks.
I was just kidding when I
Yeah.
said you did it last week.
Well, there's not much there that's really difficult to do. The legs probably took longer than anything, and like I say, I started with the legs, and I made all 4 legs one morning. So cutting and making casual legs is not difficult to do at all. I did it one time for a club meeting one time. They're not hard to make. They're not hard to make at all. Took more time to do the finish than anything else, right?
Is it a two-piece? Does the top?
Yes, it's 2 pieces. It's broken at the waist, right here, lifts off. I don't know if anybody's interested, you might want to come up later. If you're interested in seeing mortise and tenon drawer slides, how a mortise and tenon drawer slide is done, come up and look at that if you want to. The drawer bottoms are all 1/2 inch, but they're chamfered. So I can have a 1/2 inch bottom instead of a 1/4 inch bottom now. Preventing it.
Is there a separate compartment?
No, not in this one. Not in this one. I did build one that does have 2 of them.
How many pieces is the top?
The molding on the top. This is the top. This is the molding that's underneath.
So just the 2.
2 pieces. The waist molding, this waist molding, it's 1 piece, that's the waist molding. And I started out by making my patterns. That's the pattern for the legs. This is the pattern for the apron front. And then this is the pattern for the ends. That's it. And then samples of the molding.
Hey, Mike, talk about the detail on the bottom of the apron there. How much, you called it something,
That's called a cock bead. Cock bead?
Cock bead?
C-O-C-K.
how
Cock
that,
bead.
you tell a little bit about it? I'm not familiar at all.
Well, it's 1/8 inch thick. I think it's an 1/8 inch. I remember for sure. Yes, it's 1/8 inch thick. 3/4 inch wide. And cut in a strip, and it's beaded. It's beaded on one edge.
Okay.
And then those pieces have to all be cut to fit all the way around here. You
Seems
can
like
look
that
at
would
it.
took a week.
Pardon me?
Seems like that would took a week.
Well, it didn't take very long, really. I use a razor saw, cut them all with a razor saw.
It's a nice detail.
Yeah, it works really good. And then the drawers are all They're cockbeaded too, all the way around, but that's, they're just cutting off, just mitered corners.
Nice, thanks.
Hey, Mike, how much money you got in? Ben?
Probably, of course, I made a real good buy on the lumber, so.
Market lumber.
Probably you would have to pay about, I guess probably about $600. That's including the hardware, you know. The hardware's a big expense. But the figured maple, about $20 a board foot on figured maple, so.
Where did you get your thicker figured maple for the leg?
For the legs, okay. The leg lengths were has to be 3 by 3. I didn't have anything to do with 3-figured maple. My son-in-law, who also builds period furniture, was going to Pennsylvania at the same time to pick up some mahogany at Aryan Lumber in Pennsylvania. So I just said, I'm sure they'll have some. If they have, pick me up a couple of sticks and bring it back and eat it. So I got that from Aryan Lumber in Pennsylvania. Anybody else got any other question?
Nice job.
Appreciate that.